Hello, may God bless all of you servants of God. May God bless our work during this week. Well, I have here the Bible opened to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 48, verse 10, and I'm sure that you have already read or at least you heard about this verse. It's a verse that when we read, we fear and tremble because it's written like this. Cursed is he who does the work of the Lord deceitfully. And there is another version that says recklessly. When someone does a work for man, you who, for example, you are an assistant, but you work outside, you have there your work, you have a boss. Your boss does not accept you to work recklessly. And if you do that, you are going to be fired. You're going to be sent away. No one wants anyone working for them recklessly. Man requires that the work done for him may be of quality. And what about God? Imagine those who work for God, us who serve God. We cannot serve God recklessly. Even you who are an assistant, we know that an assistant is a volunteer. That means he takes time during his week to dedicate himself in the church to help other people. But the fact that this is a voluntary work, that doesn't mean that there shouldn't be commitment, that you don't need to have a criteria regarding the quality of the work that you do when you are serving God. And I'm not referring here only to coming to the church or not coming to the church. I'm not going to speak about this, although this is important. But I'm talking about you coming and doing what you do with all your heart. Do you remember the exhortation of God against the priests in the time of Prophet Malachi? God complained to them that they were murmuring, saying, "What a weariness! I'm tired. Oh, what a weariness." Only that was already enough for God to be upset with them because of this kind of behavior of theirs, of these priests. They should not say that because they were doing the work, the noblest work that exists in this world, that is the work of God. It's a privilege to be able to serve God. So whenever you put your uniform on and you come to the service, search to serve God and do your best in the minimal details to arrive early, to prepare yourself spiritually for what you're about to do, and avoid to arrive late or just about the time to arrive late. Let's not even speak about it. And to serve, to work with the criteria, with the vision that what you're doing there is not for the pastor, is not for the people, is not for the institution, the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God, but it's for God. You are there exercising your calling, a calling that is a vocation that God has given you to serve the altar, to serve others. And when we are speaking about coming to the church, and for example, you being an assistant who is active, let's not even talk about it because it's unacceptable, for example, for us to know that there are assistants who do not appear in the church. They don't put their uniform for months without any explanation or without a reason that is plausible, because sometimes they may be facing a health issue or they have been working and they cannot put their uniform on. They are going to the church, but they cannot put on the uniform. But there are cases that if the assistant is called and you ask them, why are you not serving God in the services? They don't have even a reason for it. There's no reason why they're doing this. And this means that there is complacency, that they are presenting an offering to God without quality. And this is very serious. This is extremely serious. We must be active. I remember that when I was an assistant, I used to work during the day and I used to study during the night. So during the week, I had difficulties to attend the church services. So what would I do on the weekends? I would do more for God. I was a volunteer, but I felt because I could not serve God during the week. So on Saturday and Sunday, I used to do more for God. I used to serve God on Sunday more than a service. I tried to do more for God. And each one knows their own condition. I was single at that time. Each one knows their own condition, their own situation. But what is unacceptable is that we may serve God anyway, anyhow, those who are serving God. It's unacceptable also that an assistant who is a volunteer, of course, but he has the understanding that he's serving God, but he's not appearing in the church. He's not attending the services. They're not giving any explanation. No, we're not serving the work of God. We are serving God. So think about what we spoke about, not being complacent in what we do for God, reckless. And in this month, we are speaking about the spiritual vision. Let's continue looking to heaven. You can continue with your local pastor. May God bless you. See you soon.